button called apply. So we have provided two tabs for the prelim application form. The first tab is an information tab wherein we want to tell the student what are the documents he has to keep ready, so that there is a quick succession after the application is prelim application is screened by us. He has to upload all the documents. So we have provided the listing here. These are the same 11 documents which we normally take. This time we have added e-Aadhaar to remove any duplicate entries into the in the system. So then the student clicks on prelim form. He starts filling in the details, his first name, second name. Just a moment, please. So he starts filling in the application, and as he goes here at the end of this, there is a place here called referred by facilitator. He just has to click on this and enter the FFE UID you have shared with him. So to just give you an example, I'm going to enter a FFE UID. 031945. So FFE UID 031945. And if he clicks on verify facilitator, it will automatically give the facilitator name. So this means that the student has been referred by you. Okay, so please use this only if you know the student and he deserves the scholarship. So the student continues to fill in the application and clicks on submit, and we get the preliminary form in our system. Okay, going back to the presentation. Okay, so yeah, we then what we would do is the staff at FFE will match this particular student. We will screen the application. We'll check that the data entered by the student, the percentage, the rank information is all correct. It is not a category rank, it is a general rank and all those details. And then we will find the facilitator from that particular state. This is the difference now in online verification. We are not going to look at the proximity of the facilitator and the student. We are just going to look at whether the facilitator is from that state. For example, any Andhra student will be matched to any facilitator in Andhra Pradesh. Telangana will be matched to a Telangana facilitator. Similarly, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and so on. So the idea is that since it is an online verification, there is no travel, there is no visiting, etc. So we are not keeping proximity in mind. The only thing we are keeping in mind is the comfort of language, so that you will be able to speak comfortably with the student as well as their parents and understand their background. Okay, so what do we provide in the email that goes to the facilitator and the student? We will only be exchanging your mobile numbers and email IDs so that they can keep in touch with you, they can contact you anytime. Okay, similarly you will be provided with their email ID and their mobile number. Okay, and another thing we would want to do this time is, I know there are a few of you who are offline facilitators, meaning people who prefer pen and paper, who requested the students to get all the documentation in hard copies so that you could scrutinize it and put your signature on it. This time that is not going to be possible because of the pandemic. So we are going to make you online. I will show you the process wherein you can log in into our system and you will be able to look at all the documentation which has been uploaded by the student. So what will the FFE staff do? We will screen the student. We will then tell the student, please upload all your documents in the application. So when the information comes to you that a certain student has been matched to you, you can see his application as well as the documents he has uploaded completely online. Okay, let me take you through that process too. So again, you go to our website. Okay, there is a place here called login. Shividya, can you see the website right now?
No, it's still the PPT.
Okay. All right, yeah. So this is the website. Click on the button login. There are logins for several, all of you people like donor, student, alumni, and facilitator. Please click on login as facilitator. Enter your email ID which you have registered with us. I am using my email ID currently for an example. And when you click on submit, it will tell you there is a temporary URL which is sent to the registered email. So you will get an email in your inbox. Okay. Just click on OK and traverse to your inbox. You will find a mail from Foundation for Excellence. Okay. Here, the link will be provided. Now, this link is a temporary link which is valid only for 24 hours. So please follow the same steps each time you want to enter into your profile and look at your students. Okay. So click on the link. It will open up your profile. The first tab talks about your information, general information, email ID, mobile number, and details like that, your address, etc. The second tab talks about the student listings. Now, this is where all the students who have been matched to you will be listed out. So in addition to the email, you can see all the students here. Sorry, it is taking a few minutes to load. Yeah. Okay. Now, these are all the students who have been matched to you. And as we process these applications, they will move to this completed tab. Okay. But if you click on any, if you want to see the Panchal Varun's application, please click on the I button here. And it will open up the complete application of the student. In fact, his image will also be shown here, the basic details of the student. You scroll down, you get his educational information, 10th and 12th, what he did, how much he scored, then what he did, which entrance exam, what was the rank he has achieved, then which course and college he has got admission into. Okay, then comes the family information. Here you'll get an idea already about what the parents are doing, what is their occupation, etc., their annual income details. Okay, and also about what the student has written. So this is also quite an important section because you get to know what the student has written about his family and the conditions, family conditions. Then this is about whether he is receiving other scholarship, whether waiver from the government in his college, tuition fee waiver. Then comes the facilitator remarks. Right now, I will skip this section. I'll come back to it. And as you traverse down, you will see his uploaded documents. As you can see, all the 11 or 12 documents will be uploaded. Here it's showing only 6, but yeah, we will ensure that all the documents have been uploaded. Again, if you click on the I button, the document will open up. Okay, so you can completely see his 10th marks card, 12th marks card. You can also compare whatever he has scored and what he has entered into the application, whether they are matching or not matching. Of course, we will do that, but in addition, if you want to cross check, you could. All right. So you can open each of his documents, income certificate, entrance test, everything, and scrutinize these documents. Okay. Now this information will be provided to you. Even just a moment. Adi, Adi. Okay. Now I'm going back to my presentation. Yeah. So all the documents will be provided to you before the call. Okay. Now, what are you expected to do? Okay. We request you to have at least a good internet connection because the video call will be there for 15 to 20 minutes at least. Good internet connection is a must. And a laptop or a computer is also good to have because you need to scrutinize all these documents which are uploaded by the student, which might become little tough on your smartphone only because you'll have to scroll and see all the details. WhatsApp, I know all of you are familiar with it, but this is a way of communication for us, for FFE staff with you, so that we do not disturb you with calls. Okay. So what we will do, online verifications team, which is sitting in here in Bangalore in the office, will first speak to you and get what date and time is appropriate for the video call. It will be your preference completely. Based on what date and time you have given, you want to give 1 day, 2 dates, please provide whatever is possible. We will schedule the parent and the student on the same date as given by you. Then we will schedule the meeting over either Zoom or Google Meet as required, as is comfortable by all the parties. And we will provide the link to all of you. All this communication probably can happen over WhatsApp. Okay. Then on the scheduled date and time, the video call will happen as expected. The participants will be, the staff will be involved, at least one of us, along with the facilitator, yourself, and then the student and the parent. Now, the student and the parent can either be in the same location in their house if the student has not gone back to college, or the student can be in the hostel and the parent can be at home. There may be challenges for the parent. We are, maybe they don't, they may not be tech savvy, but the team here in Bangalore with the verification team will ensure that the parent or will get some kind of a help or will be able to operate the link and get onto the video call. It's very important for both of them to be on the call. So immediately, as soon as the call begins, what we will request is, we will ask the parent or the student to share their live location with the FFE staff member here. Why we need to do that is because we want to ensure that they are, actually in the house where they are, which they have claimed they are. So we will match the address which is coming out of the coordinates with the address which has been provided to us in the application. So we are sure that, okay, they are there in that location which they claim to be. Okay. Then the facilitator, we leave the ground to you completely. You can interview the student. You can ask him all the details, what you feel like, assess the student completely. The next step will be for you to assess the parents. So you can talk to the parents, find out about their assets, dependents in the house, and what kind of background they come from, whatever is required, as you know much better than me. Then the next step would be, we would ask the student or the parent to take the phone around in the house, so that you get to see the house, what are the amenities he has, what are the vehicles he has. Take it outside the house a bit, so that you get to know his living conditions completely. Okay. Now that would be the end of the video call. I'm expecting it to be about 15 to 20 minutes. The post the video call, we request you to fill up that facilitator remarks document, which we will share it with you. If you prefer to do it online, then I'll just show you. Yeah, then you can just come to the same application and fill up the details. Have you been able to visit the house? I know this question is not right correctly currently, but it is still relevant. You will be able, you have virtually seen the house, so you can go ahead with yes and mention comment here. Please give us complete information, their background, if you feel the student is worthy, or if he is unworthy, whatever is your decision. We rely completely on you, as you know that. And at the end of this form is a place where it says, I have verified and attested all the documents submitted by the scholar. You need to check this. Okay. This is a very important step. Otherwise, the status does not change for us. Please check this. After this, if you are accepting the student, if you feel the student deserves scholarship, please click on verify. If you feel the student does not deserve scholarship, please click on reject. The student will not get to know this information immediately, and it is up to us. We will communicate it back to the student, so you need not worry about this. Okay. For people who
So,
are
Shubha,
yes sir.
yeah. So there is one suggestion. So
Yeah.
instead of that verify, it should be actually approve. Because verify is like we are verifying the details, all the details we have filled up.
Right.
So it should be approve and reject. So that
Okay.
way it will be more correct.
Okay. Okay, sir. I'll take that as a
So that's a
feedback.
suggestion.
All
Suggestion.
right, all right, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can take that as feedback. Now, for people who are not very comfortable with the doing it online, you still prefer the pen paper method. We will be circulating this facilitator remarks document. We have made the appropriate changes here, so you can fill up all this with. You can keep copies of this document with you. Fill it up with a pen, and then what you can do is you can just take a picture with your mobile phone, and then upload it either by email or you can send it by WhatsApp to us, to FFE. Okay. It is up to you which one you prefer, but both of this will be available to all of you. Online also will be available, and we will send this document also. So whichever you prefer, you can just please take it up. Okay. Your decision is final. So after we see your facilitator remarks, we will then go ahead and provide scholarship to the student, as you know. Okay. So that was about it. Now just a few more things to let you know is that we plan to start this activity by November. We are just expecting some, I mean, in this month there are a few applications coming in. As you know, counseling is still happening. uh, and I am sure this time it will not stop at February. It may go till March. We may keep on getting students till March. And we are planning to have as much less load on facilitators as possible, uh, hoping to be, even lesser than 15 to 20. We are trying to get as many alumni as possible to register as facilitators also, to help, because there are very few of the facilitators who have agreed to do this online verification process this time for us. So yeah, we are open for questions. Please let me know if you have any doubts, questions. Yes, sir. Ashok, sir, you need to unmute yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no problem from my side as
All
far
right,
as
sir.
facilitator is concerned.
Okay.
But I have one apprehension about the parents,
Yes, sir,
because
please.
most of the students who are coming to me in Bihar, they're from rural background, the parents,
Okay.
and they're not very techno savvy.
Right, sir. Right.
And in that case, it will be difficult for them to come online and show the house. It is only possible if the applicant goes to his home and with parent he joins the video call. So
Correct,
that
sir.
it will be good to give them suggestion in advance. That
Definitely, sir.
Not audible.
Definitely, sir. So what we'll do is, as is the practice, we will give 15 to 20 days of
Yeah.
this period wherein the student and wherein the video call can happen. So suppose the student is in college, we are not sure whether the college is starting or not going to start. Depends on the pandemic and what the decision the government will take, right? So based on that, if the student is still at home, then it's not an issue at all.
No.
Yeah.
But the student is in college and parent is in the village. There may be a problem. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
So in that
yeah.
case, you can advise the student that you go to your home village
Okay.
and you join the video call with your parent, so
All
that
right,
you and your parent are together.
All right, sir. Yeah. That's a good suggestion. We'll take that as a suggestion. Any other doubts, sir? Raghupati, sir, you are also on mute, I think. Raghupati, sir, we can't hear you.
I had similar apprehension, Sudhanshu.
Yes, sir. Tell me, sir.
So that apprehension, what he discussed, I find my students also may face. So parents may not be techno-savvy.
Right, sir. We agree with that. We will ensure, sir, that either the student is there with the parent to help out, or what we will do is we'll take the help of some other, the cousin or somebody who is a bit familiar with the mobile phone and who can help out the parents. One of the two. We will ensure that.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Raghupati, sir, you were saying something, sir? Yes, sir.
Madam, I am Rajaratnam here.
Right, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, sir. Tell me, sir.
Madam, the things are, it is clear about the procedure to be followed.
Okay.
Even in the earlier years also, when you are not visiting the students' residence, we used to only visit residents. We are not visiting. Otherwise, we are talking to the parents on phone, finding out the details.
Right.
So now with this procedure, only the house we are seeing through the system, new online system.
Right, sir. Through the video call, yes.
Video call. Otherwise, talking to the parents, talking to the student, and seeing the documentation. Documentation, of course, online. Not much difference, I feel.
Okay.
Whether the parents are educated or not, it should not make much difference, I feel.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
In my opinion. Another thing, another suggestion is, now after hearing 3 days of your schooling program, madam, I first of all I should appreciate you. You have taken so much of personal effort in educating all of us.
It's required, sir. We need all of your help for
No,
this,
no.
especially.
But now, for example, I don't know whether I'm right or wrong. Now last year, a student who are in the second year, the renewal case,
Yes, sir.
who has already got the scholarship, we have seen this application physically. Now, if I take one of those students as an experiment
Huh.
to follow the system, to feed this document
Okay.
and to feed his house, whatever we want to do in the online now,
Right,
can
sir.
we
Right.
do it on a past last year student?
Yes, sir. Srividya, do you have any suggestion? We will be doing some trial runs, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Srividya?
Madam, please send the hard copy of the procedure to be followed.
Yes, ma'am. Surely I will send that.
Thank you, madam.
Shubha, I have a question.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
No,
You will be allotting the student to facilitators, is it?
Correct, sir. Correct.
So, for example, as you know, we do this exercise in MIT Madras.
Right, sir.
So, we normally,
But why am I
Shah
talking
and
in
few of
between?
us together, we just get screen all the students and then they are encouraged to send the application.
Right, sir. But Ramchandran, sir, this might be difficult for you this time, right, sir?
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. So what we will do, sir, since we already know Professor Veerbhadran sir, and we
Yes,
are in
yes.
touch in MIT. We know several staff in MIT right now.
Right.
What we'll do is we will just tell the students to apply online, and then we will do this. We will attach them to you and do the verification as well.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Not speaking.
Madam, no,
Yeah.
ಮಧ್ಯ ಏನೋ
ಅವರು ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ನಿಮ್ದು ಡಿಸ್ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ.
Tej sir, you're saying something. Raghupati sir, we still can't hear you, Raghupati sir.
Are not speaking should mute themselves. There's a lot of disturbance. Shubha,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
mute everyone except the speaker.
Right, sir. The issue is they forget to unmute.
Yeah, I guess
ಈಗ ಮಾತಾಡಿ.
it's getting this.
Yeah. I don't know. Raghupati sir seems to be trying to tell something, but I can't hear him at all.
Madam, I am also trying to tell something. It is halfway it got cut.
Okay, Rajratnam sir, please go ahead.
I was telling this is the last year student who
Yes,
has
sir,
already
I
got
got
this.
it. Yeah, we can do
So
some.
can you do a trial exercise?
We can do, sir. We can do a trial
can do that.
exercise. Yes, sir, definitely.
So it will give us a more confidence, a
Definitely.
practical suggestion like that.
Definitely, sir. We'll do that. I'll make a note of it.
Please, thank
Any
you.
other questions, sir?
No, my side, I don't have. I'll go through your further program. Anything is there,
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I will share the document with you.
yes, madam.
Good morning, madam. This is Ganesan.
Yeah, Ganeshan, sir, please tell me.
ಏನಮ್ಮ
I'm
ಮಧ್ಯ
sorry, I don't have a video camera, so my face is not visible. Actually, I only need one kind of suggestion in your online portal.
Huh.
In the student listing, what you are showing is that the student name and student UID and where they are from, something like that.
Correct.
And along with that, one more added column which talks about their year of application of scholarship, whether they are first year student or second year student. If they come to know, it would be nice, because when it was the first year, I was not feeling very much a difficulty. When students keep on getting added up, I find it which year they are from is getting confusion, because student UID is not very much helpful for us.
Okay.
So if they are from which year, it would nice to know what kind of background they were, so we can recollect it easily. So if you could add that information, it would be nice.
Okay, so Ganeshan sir, I don't think, I mean, the listing will only contain first year students as far as I know.
No, actually, everything is listed
No.
because
Oh.
from the beginning.
Yeah, all the students are listed.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
All
will
the students are
check
listed.
that. I will check that, sir. Then, yeah.
Yeah, I am okay with every student being listed, but their year of graduation, so that they will get to know when they will be graduating, and so that we can have a separate talk when they are trying to graduate.
Correct, sir.
Those things will be, they would feel better.
Right, sir. After taken down that as a point, sir, we'll work on that.
Shubha, one more question
Yes, sir.
is, if there are some exceptional circumstances, would you be considering the second year students for a scholarship?
Sir, it will be a case wherein I'll have to take it to the management.
Okay.
Based on the background, based on the rank, all those things, they will take a call, sir. Actually, this year I am getting a lot of second year requests because because of pandemic. I think many parents have lost their jobs. So I'm getting a lot of second year requests. I need the management need to take some kind of a decision based on that. So I will bring it up with them, sir. And so you please drop an email, earlier the better.
Okay.
Refer the student and drop me an email, sir.
Sure, will do. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Any other questions, sir? Mayank, sir, any questions?
No, thank you very much.
Yeah, ma'am. I have one doubt, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
And one feedback, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Ma'am, as you know that I am using this online verification from very first day. And ma'am, in case of renewal students, we are not able to see their renewed documents. You see, ma'am, only we can see is their very first documents they have submitted at first time renewal.
Correct, sir. Correct, sir.
First time. So I want to, we can see their renewed documents also.
Okay. So Mayank sir, currently we have not provided that option for facilitators. The reason being there is a liberty of the student either to go to the facilitator for signing his, get his attestation on the renewal documents, or he can also go to the HOD of his college and get the attestation, right? We have given that liberty to the student because if we restrict the student in going and meeting the facilitator to get his signatures, then we will be, there will be a lot of delay for us, sir, in processing the renewals. That is the reason why we have given this liberty to him. That is the reason why you don't see his renewal documents. But you can always ask the student to get, his renewal documents and show it to you, hard copies, I mean. Soft copies, you think it is important, sir, for you to see?
Yes, ma'am.
I think what Sir Mayank sir tries to say is that in this process, the student will always be visiting facilitator at least once in a year.
That is
otherwise, it is not happening.
Not happening, correct, sir.
So if we restrict them, at least they can meet the student what they are trying to
Because ma'am, some students are there. Some students are there who are not even calling us after getting their first scholarship, and
correct,
not
sir.
even picking us our call either.
Yes, sir. So, sir, we have made it mandatory that the student has to either meet or call you at least once or twice in a year. We keep on encouraging that. Plus, what we have done in the system is the moment he fills up his renewal form, there is a placeholder there which says, "Have you called or met your facilitator?" And they seem to be entering some date there. The moment they enter the date there, that information is coming to you as an email that this student has claimed to have met you on this particular date and time. Is it true? So if you respond on that and say that yes, this is correct, then we can process, otherwise we cannot. But I lot of times we are not getting response from facilitators also. So the students, I think, are not
probably kind of WhatsApp or SMS would be nice, madam, instead of email, because not all facilitator will be convenient with the emails.
Emails.
Probably a
right.
WhatsApp or a SMS. Or some kind of a recorded phone call.
Right.
If it is possible to make, like all the companies are doing. I think that would be convenient and easy. If it's yes, you click one, and if no, click two, something like that. If it is there,
Okay.
students will feel it convenient.
All
Because
right.
Madam,
not
this
able
type
to
of mail.
check their email. I
Okay.
used to respond my email, and
Okay,
most
right,
of the time the information is correct, but few times the students list wrongly, or without even calling, they just fill there, and I said no, they have not called.
Correct, sir. Correct.
That is
So
the
it's
point
going
that
like
I also want to make.
All
That
right, sir.
I have got many times the email from you.
Ha.
The student has called me,
Ha.
but there is no call from them. Usually, I
Oh.
respond immediately that they have not called. So,
Right, sir.
that experience I'm having, that
Uh-huh.
without calling us, they fill it up in the form that they have called us.
Yes, sir.
Then
Yes, sir.
we get your email, of course, and
Hmm.
most of the time I immediately respond that no, this is false claim that they
Okay.
have called me. So you
Okay,
have
sir.
to take
Okay.
notice of that, because
Yes,
if
sir.
they fill up like that, that is not a good practice.
That's not good practice at all, and
Tell
that
them
needs
that,
to be
that
penalized.
if you are doing this thing, then you'll forfeit the scholarship.
Right, sir.
Stern warning should be sent to the recipient of the award. That is
Hmm.
mandatory, and if you put any false claim, then
Right.
your scholarship will be revoked.
Right,
That's
sir. Right.
that is
Yes, sir.
not good practice, not a
Probably attestation through HOD kind of a thing, maybe probably avoided, so that they have to meet their facilitators either
Hmm.
online or what is it, in person. Since this is pandemic time, it would be nice to have online.
Online is also okay. There's no problem with
We can
online.
enforce. Yeah.
Yes,
But
sir.
without calling or without doing online, if they fill up false information, that is not a good ethics.
Definitely, sir. Definitely.
That's
Yeah, we want to avoid that fraud thing completely,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's right.
Madam,
Yes, sir.
a student meeting the facilitator, yes, it is required, but practically, if you have to think of it, how far, which is their college, and what difficulty will be there to approach the facilitator. At least calling them should be enough.
They should call at least, sir. Yeah, they
At
should
least
call and update you completely
yes.
about their academics and yeah.
That is more important than coming to meeting, in my opinion. Second thing is, in my recently, out of all the students, renewal cases I'm talking about, there are about 10, 12 students who did not apply for the renewal. Then myself talked to them, trying to talk to them. So they said, I am sending it, I am applying it like that. But a few cases, I did not, the number they have changed. What they gave in the first year, subsequently the number is changed.
Correct,
so
sir,
I
they
was
do
not. So some cases it has happened. So it has become difficult for us, even if you want to talk to them. So
I agree, sir.
we should insist on the students, whatever they give in the initial first year, they should not change email ID and the contact number.
Yes, sir. Sir, it's very, very difficult, sir. When they are applying, they sometimes they ask their friends to apply, they ask their brothers to apply. They do all kinds of things. Students are prone to all these kind of things, sir. We can't help it. As far as possible, we tell them, but it is you cannot enforce, sir. And then
we cannot enforce,
yeah.
But our follow-up was not successful. When we were trying to call them and apply, sometimes we get, sometimes the numbers are changed.
Correct, sir. Sir, you sent us a list of students, right?
Yeah.
They had passed out, sir. That's why they didn't apply for it.
I know, that is true, but that is what I expected. With the students, when I talked, they said we already finished. But these 10 students, I didn't have the number. That's why I could not talk to them.
Right, sir. Right.
So that also they should tell in the final year, before they leave the college, at least they should have the courtesy. If not every year, at least final year they should tell the facilitator.
At least once or twice they have to talk to the facilitators.
They have
they
to
are
talk,
the mentors. Yes, sir.
Yes, madam.
So I feel these are the students which actually don't need the scholarship. They are lying and just for the sake of claiming the scholarship. Like I know few of my friends who got the FFP scholarship, but actually their family conditions was good. Like they could sustain or means their family condition was such that they could
manage
make
the
that
fees.
money from the manage the fees by
Oh,
themselves, but
okay,
still they
sir.
claimed the scholarship, used it for purchasing high-end mobile phones and all such stuff. And now
Oh my
they are
God.
not picking up the FFA calls and all. So they have
Oh,
used it for their own benefits, or just, I will say, for the greedy purposes.
right.
And now means, so they are neither donating nor helping FFB in any other way. So in such way, like, the role of facilitator is where, why, means it is more important, right?
Very important,
Because
sir. Very
I had
important.
2 students.
Huh.
Yeah, so I had 2 students which were assigned to me, actually in 2018, I guess. Both of them, means their family condition was so good, still they applied for the scholarship. They were a businessman. They were they were the son of businessman. They
Okay.
applied for the scholarship, and the income certificate was like, they were saying it is 80,000, 90,000 per annum, and actually they were earning lakhs. Their parents were earning lakhs per month,
Oh my
the
goodness.
income. So
Oh,
they had shops in the main market area and all those things. They had
okay.
the multi-story building of their parents had the multi-story building own, and they
Oh,
were saying like the income is around 1 per annum.
right,
So
sir. Right.
when I visited their house, so they were not ready to show me their house. Yes.
Oh,
And that's where I expected, and then I gathered the information, and then I got to know like they was in the main area, in the main market,
oh
and
my
like
goodness.
the shop is famous. The
Oh,
shop is famous.
okay.
So that's why, like, a physical verification is actually necessary, in my opinion, to catch
Actually,
such
sir.
cases.
Definitely, sir. But in this pandemic, it is quite difficult. So, sir, that's what we leave it
That's right.
completely.
That's right. But whenever we can, like, let's say, so the cases which happened with me was from Varda. So both of these students were from Varda. So they
Acha.
were some of my relatives and some of my friends. So I asked them like, do you know these people? Do you know the
Okay.
parents of these? And then I
Okay.
could gather the information. Then I got to know. Then I
Correct.
these students have uh, created some suspicious documents, right? Like the income
Right.
certificate is not the right.
Yeah,
They
you're
are
right, sir.
claiming
Most of
the
the times,
less
yeah,
income. Yeah.
correct, correct. The most of the times, the income certificate is not right what they're getting from the office,
So
MRO office.
businessman people can create a fake income certificate at very easily,
Very easily, correct,
because
sir.
the
Correct.
business
Yeah.
profit is not tracked properly.
True, 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 sir. So, actually, this video call, we are sincerely hoping that you will be able to make out a lot, because a house is an indication of the living conditions of people, no, sir? As far as possible, I feel. So maybe through this video call, you all can
That's right.
make better judgment. Yeah.
Subha, I have
Right.
a suggestion
Better
that
judgment,
renewal
but
cases.
like how their parents get income. I'm so sorry.
No problem, sir. Continue.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead. I will wait.
Yeah. Sudhanshu, sir, you were saying something, sir?
Yeah, renewal cases, they are avoiding to meet facilitator. That is true.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir.
that should be ensured. At least they should call and talk to us.
Correct, sir. That's what that's what we are telling every student to do, sir. This time, in fact, we made it mandatory. We sent reminders to students saying that you have to call your facilitator, you have to speak to everybody and all that.
But they are just telling that they have called, but they don't call.
Right, sir. Right, sir.
Yeah.
So my suggestion would be like, the physical attestation, they can take it from HOD or the principal of their college. But a facilitator should be informed. The document should be uploaded online, and then a facilitator would be asked to approve. Unless and until facilitator approves, the renewal scholarship should not be disbursed. So in that case, like, and we can make we can make it mandatory for the renewal student to call facilitator just to inform, like, I have filled up the form, I have uploaded the documents, so please check and approve. In that way, we can ensure that there is a communication between student and a facilitator, and then facilitator has a say in renewal scholarship as well.
All right.
Like it will be mandatory. It will be always mandatory that the student calls the facilitator.
Right.
Because let's say if he wants it, he should call.
He should
I'm not saying like it's like it is a mandatory, but if students are not calling, then that's probably that's not a good indicator.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Roshan, sir, that's definitely this one, and it will need some changes on our CRM system for that. Let us work this through, sir. That's a good point. I will take it down. If it is not possible this year, definitely we will make it possible next year, sir. Raghupati sir, we still can't hear you. I don't know. There must be something wrong with your mic, sir. Yeah, please call me after the meeting. Any other questions, sir? Or
Shubha, just in the same point,
yes, sir.
I thought that only if the facilitator confirms that the student had spoken, you will release the scholarship, right?
Yes, sir. While processing itself, we are checking if that student has entered the valid date and time when we are, which he has entered there. Is it correct or
Right.
not? Only then we
Right.
are processing, sir.
No,
And,
that's fine. But then you are asking for a confirmation from us.
Yes.
And do you wait for the confirmation, or even whether we send the confirmation or not, you are continuing with your processing?
So Ramchandran sir, what is happening is many of the facilitators do not respond on the email.
Okay.
So it becomes very difficult for us to wait for the facilitators to respond. Then we can't move applications. The volume of applications is very, very high, sir, for the team.
Right.
We are just about 3 or 4 of us, and we have 5,000 plus renewals this time. So
No, one thing you can do, Shubha, is that you can just see if it's possible. You send a message to the student saying that your facilitator is not confirmed. Please get a confirmation from him.
Okay.
Ma'am, may I speak?
Sure, sir.
Yes. You are telling that you are giving the emails to us, but for last 2 years, I have not received a single email from you regarding this type of approval or something like that.
For renewal students, sir?
Yes, I am telling.
But the email ID is correct, sir. Your email ID, I hope, is correct with us.
Yes.
Sir, it sometimes goes to spam. It sometimes goes to spam also. Please check that, because the email is called Foundation for Excellence, right? So sometimes if it is not, listed in your contacts, it probably goes to spam. Please check that, because I know I will
check it today. I will check it today.
Please, because the system is working and I know that emails are going. Okay. Yeah. Ganeshan sir or Roshan sir, who was saying something? You were saying something.
Yeah. So I was trying to correct Pubasha sir. Sorry, Mohanty sir, I guess. So he was saying like he is not getting the approval mails, but the mails which we are talking about is like the record of student calling a facilitator.
Yeah. Purbasa sir, that is the mail which says the student has called on this particular date and time.
Yes. I'm just listening. Totally, you are discussing. I'm listening all the things.
Okay.
I know this type of emails are not coming.
Oh, okay.
This type of emails are not coming.
You please check, sir. Otherwise, then we will.
Yes. You are telling it is in spam.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, please check it. Otherwise, we will get on a call and sort this issue.
Okay.
Okay, sir. If there are no other questions, shall we wind it up for today?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shubha.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Please call me if you have any doubts, any questions, anytime.
Yeah,
Thank you, Raju sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.